Welcome back, everybody, to the Breakdown YouTube channel. My name's Corey, and on this episode, I've got some purchases from this past weekend that I made. I went to a flea market, and the one I typically go to near me, and I did get some TV shows on DVD, and I got some Blu-rays as well. I got one. I think I got one Blu-ray from there. I also went to Disc Replay. They had a special going on with DVDs. It was like buy three get five free, but I only went in just checking for wrestling ones. They didn't have any. At least they had like two that I would have gotten. It wasn't really worth the time to try and get those. However, their sale that they normally have of buy five get the sixth one free. I did go ahead and take advantage of that one, and so I've got those to show. Also, I made a purchase finally on Amazon. I did buy two movies, which I had a $10 coupon already, so that knocks money off, and there was free shipping, and there were discounts on both of them. So I didn't do too bad price wise on those. So let's just get this started, okay? First thing we'll go with those Amazon ones that I was just talking about. This first one that I got is it's an upgrade from the DVD version that I have, and it's one I've wanted to get for a while. If you haven't seen this, it's called Ichi the Killer, and it's directed by Takashi Miike, sorry, and it's a really messed up movie, but it's messed up and I love it. It's just so over the top. So I was finally able to upgrade this one, and because of that, Vic, my co-host, is now getting the DVD version because he's never seen it, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to give this to him instead of selling it because he deserves to see this. The other purchase that I made on Amazon was an Arrow Video release, and typically those are a little bit more expensive depending on the title, and I went ahead and jumped on this one. This is a John Hughes film, and it is called Weird Science. I didn't already have this on DVD. For whatever reason or another, but I went ahead and got this one. So two wonderful purchases for my Blu-ray collection. Now, like I said, I did go to the flea market, and I did find one Blu-ray. Unfortunately, I think with COVID going on right now, he's not replenishing the stock very much. I assume it's a guy. It could be a female. But they haven't been replenishing the stock very much, so it's been slim pickings. But I did find this, and it was still factory sealed. I since taken that off. It's just the Minions movie. I got it for $2. I don't think I've seen it, but I do have both Despicable Me's, the first and the second one, and I do enjoy them. So I'll just throw it in there with the collection because, as I've said before, I like to collect the entire series. So that was I guess a no-brainer. It was $2. Like I said, it was only $2, so might as well do it. Also, while I was there, the TV shows that I got, typically they have them priced for $2.50, which is what I got 3 of these for. But this one, for some reason, was only 69 cents, and this is kind of a show that not a lot of people have probably heard of. I know Vic was a little fuzzy on it, but it is Joe Schmo 2. It's the second season. It's a show where one guy doesn't know what's going on. He thinks he's on a game show and on a game reality show, but the thing is, everybody else is an actor. And he's eventually going to win. He just doesn't realize it. And so they put him through some weird situations. And it's comedy based, obviously. Kristen Wiig, I think she was in the first season. You remember Kristen Wiig from Bridesmaids and Saturday Night Live. So the ones I did get for $2.50 was the second season of Scrubs. I think I know I need 6. But I'm not sure if there's any more after 7 because I have 7. Also picked up season 4 of Supernatural. I think this is my 4th or 5th season that I have, but there's a lot, so I'm a little behind. And finally, I got season 4 of Archer. I do have the first 3 on Blu-ray back behind me, but I don't have season 4. I don't actually have any of the other seasons, to be honest. But yeah, went ahead and picked that up also for $2.50. And finally, at Disc Replay, I'm starting to get down to the slim pickings on things in terms of stuff I'm going to pick up from there. Just because a lot of it's the same stuff, and I either have it or I don't want it. But every once in a while, I'll find stuff that I'm like, I need this. One of which was Final Destination 3. I am a fan of the whole series, and I did have this on DVD at one point, and I loaned it out to somebody, and it was never returned. And so, thus, I stopped loaning things out to people. But I do love that series. And I had to get that because I have the first one and I have the 4th one and I think it's the 5th one, but I didn't have 2 and 3. Another one to finish off a franchise that I needed was Fate of the Furious. This, as you can see, it is the 4K, the Blu-ray. It was only $5.99, so I was like, I might as well just do that. I'll just go with that. I don't have a 4K player, so it doesn't really matter. I don't really care too much about the 4K anyway, but the Blu-ray is what I care about. So if the 4K is going to come with the Blu-ray, I just consider the 4K a bonus disc. I'll never watch it, but whatever. You know, at least I have the Blu-ray, and that's what it would have cost me anyway to buy it by itself. So there's no harm in that. But I do need Hobbs and Shaw. And when I do, I'll have all of them except for the one, obviously, it's not even out yet. Another series that I started to have, well, I have the second one, and that's 12 Rounds. I have 12 Rounds 2, but I didn't have the first or the third one, and it just so happens that they had both of them there. 12 Rounds 3 starring Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. Jon Moxley, and the first one starring John Cena. He's supposed to be on the cover. You can't see him. Anyway, another movie that surprisingly I don't have or didn't have on Blu-ray until just now. I thought I did. That's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I do really like this movie. I think it's very psychedelic. Although it's not a perfect book to film transfer, I still really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it much more than the Johnny Depp version. So, and I like that, but not near as well as I do Gene Wilder. And finally, one of the newer things to my collection, fairly new, is James Bond, and I have several of them already. This was one I didn't have, and I went ahead and picked it over a Lego DC Batman movie, Superman Friends or something or other. I went ahead and got A View to Kill. And I think this might be the first Roger Moore James Bond movie I have. A lot of the other ones I have most of the Daniel Craig, and I think I've got maybe 2 or 3 of the Sean Connery. So yeah, Roger Moore is now added. And hopefully I'm getting close to at least having half of that franchise. But that's it. That's all I got as I throw movies on the floor. I guess whatever. So I do want to thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Please be sure to check out the podcast on iTunes and Google Play. It's the Breakdown Podcast. We also do the show live on Twitch at 7 p.m. Eastern at MillerKing_51. So on behalf of Vic, who is not here, I'm Corey. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you next time.